Welcome back, Wastelanders, Dreamers, and Explorers. You're listening to Wandering Worlds, the podcast where we step into stories from distant lands, pixelated universes, and the digital unknown. I'm your host, Brian Best. Tonight's journey takes us to the irradiated plains of the Commonwealth, where the ruins of Boston whisper tales of survival, sacrifice, and sugary satisfaction. In a world scarred by nuclear fire, a lone wanderer travels the wasteland, not for caps, not for conquest, but for something far more precious. A bottle of cold, fizzy Nuka-Cola. This is Bottled Goodness, a Fallout 4 tale. It began like most legends do, quietly. Somewhere south of Lexington, a group of traders had gathered around a dying fire. A super mutant attack had shattered their caravan, but one man helped them drive the beast back, calm, precise, and unshakable. When they asked him what he wanted in return, he didn't speak. He just pointed at the last unopened bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum in their crate. From then on, people just called him Cola. He wasn't looking for trouble, but the Commonwealth have a habit of delivering it anyway. That suited him fine. He moved like a whisper through old towns, through ghoul-haunted subways, and down the ash-blown roads between forgotten settlements. His armor was patched together with care. His weapons were old, but clean. His collection of Nuka-Cola flavors? Legendary. Diamond City knew him. Piper even wrote about him once. The man who died for a bottle. He kept the paper, folded in the side pouch of his pack, next to a well-worn bottle opener. He wasn't in it for the fame. He just liked the taste. It was near Grey Garden that things got rough. Raiders had set up on the overpass and were demanding tribute. Cola climbed up alone, a combat shotgun slung low and a Nuka-Cola Wild in his hand. 3 minutes later, only silence. He returned with a single bottle of Nuka-Cola Grape looted from their stash. He sat by a rusted crate, cracked it open, and sipped while the sun dipped below the broken skyline. Later, he rescued settlers in Sunshine Tidings Co-op from a pack of feral ghouls. Instead of asking for caps, he asked if they had any cold drinks. The settlers laughed, but one child pulled out an ancient bottle of Nuka-Cola Clear from a busted vending machine. He took it like it was treasure. To him, it was. Weeks passed, then months. He traveled north through Malden, where synths ambushed the caravan. He helped fight them off, then bartered for a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum found in the trunk of a pre-war car. In Salem, a hidden enclave of cultists who worshipped a sentient Mirelurk queen tried to recruit him. He declined. When they turned violent, he left their compound burning, walking calmly through the fog with a Nuka-Cola Dark fizzing one in one hand. And always, Dogmeat was at his side, faithful, clever, and loyal. In the glowing sea, he wore a damaged hazmat suit wrapped in leather and hope. Radiation seared his skin. Creatures mutated by centuries of fallout stalked him, but he moved with purpose. There was a vault rumored to hold a preserved pre-war vending machine, unopened and untouched since the bombs fell. He found it, deep beneath the ruins of a research lab. Inside were 7 untouched bottles of Nuka-Cola Victory, still cool somehow. He didn't take them all, just one. He left a note. To the next traveler, take one, leave one. May it bring you peace. But trouble doesn't rest long in the wasteland. He returned to the Minutemen when word reached him that a town, Ten Pines Bluff, had been hit hard. Not by raiders or mutants, but a band of mercenaries led by a rogue Brotherhood scribe obsessed with building an energy weapon powered by a Nuka-Cola Quantum. They'd kidnapped the townspeople and taken their entire cola stash. That crossed a line. Cola stormed their compound in the dead of night, sneaking past sentries, silently disarming mines, He recovered the stolen Nuka-Cola, freed the villagers, and left the scribe trapped in one of his own quantum-powered energy cells. The bottle he rescued? An unopened Nuka-Cola quartz, long expired but still glowing. He'd drink it that night under the stars, his boots on the cracked billboard that once read, "The taste of tomorrow, today." Everywhere he went, people learned to welcome him, not with caps or weapons, but with bottles. They traded recipes with him, invented cocktails, Cola Sunset, Nuka Mojito, Radberry Fizz. He always sampled them, always smiled. In Vault 118, he attended a bizarre party thrown by robots pretending to be high society. He solved the murder mystery with quiet diligence, then traded the killer's evidence for a pristine bottle of Nuka-Cola Classic, still sealed, its logo faded with time. By the time he reached Bunker Hill, he was a legend. Children gave him hand-drawn labels for imaginary new flavors: Nuka Starlight, Nuka Storm, Nuka Mute Fruit. He kept them in his pack. They mattered just as much as the real thing. He had no home, but the Commonwealth was his. 1,000 stories spun from 1,000 empty bottles. One day, he climbed the top of Mass Fusion Tower with Dogmeat beside him and sat in the rusted silence of sunset. The wind howled across the broken skyline. He popped open the last bottle in his bag, Nuka-Cola Quantum, his favorite. He poured out a little for those he couldn't save, then leaned back, closed his eyes, and took a long, slow sip. And there you have it, the legend of Cola, a man who brought peace, helped strangers, and left bottle caps where bullets once ruled. Thanks for spending time in the Commonwealth tonight on Wandering Worlds. I'm Brian Best. Remember, sometimes the smallest things, like a bottle of soda, can carry the biggest meaning. Until next time, stay safe out there, Wanderers.